welcome to Skill Utsav, the second edition of Skill Utsav. I am Tanvi Kanetkar and I'm here to share some experiences with you today. So to give you a brief about myself, I have recently completed my Masters in Economics from Symbiosis College, and I have been pursuing Kathak for the past 12 years under Rujuda's Tai, that is Rujita Soman, and I have had the experience of performing at various platforms, just like the Pune Festival. And going ahead, I have been a core team member at the Ritwik Foundation for Performing Arts, and I have been leading their digital initiatives. So, to begin with my introduction to Kathak. So you all guys might be knowing that to start Kathak, the basic age limit is 6 years. So when I was personally 6 years old, I had seen Madhuri Dixit and Aishwarya Rai dance in Devdas. You know, it was very funny. And that was my first very memory of Kathak. It is not pure, I know, but it was my first memory of Kathak. So I started pestering my parents about, I want to learn what, Aishwarya has danced. So Bollywood was not that common in that time. So my mother enrolled me for a Kathak class. And funnily, I went in with a blank slate. And I started learning it. Initially, I was against my mother, this is not what she was dancing. I want to learn Bollywood. So she didn't do anything. She continued. I went to classes just like the normal, and slowly I started liking it. The moves, the grace, everything was so beautiful. I started enjoying it, and later I stopped complaining कि कथक नहीं है वगैरह वगैरह. So I started loving it, and this is how I started Kathak, my journey with Kathak. So you know what, the most important thing with a classical art form is that how your guru shapes you in your formative years. It is very, very important how the classical art form is imbibed in you, how the grace is inculcated, how your moves are designed, because you can learn by yourself, but the training under your guru, being a disciple, is a wonderful and learning process. There is so much to accept, there is so much that your guru gives that you cannot just attend and write down and learn. That is not how classical art form works. And what other thing I feel important is the Guru Shishya Parampara, because I have been very much fortunate that Rujita Rai has let me experience the Guru Shishya Parampara, that she has given me so much. I have the most beautiful memories of my summer vacation spent with her in the dance class. It was never a 1 hour class, it has always been the 3-4 hour long riyas. And another part of Guru Shishya Parampara is observing your senior batch. So it was kind of an unsaid rule in the class that when I or the junior batch was done with their classes, they have to sit and observe the advanced classes. Initially I was like, it's good that I watch, but why every day? So later on I realized that when we used to sit and observe, I was picking up on the stances, how tight told them ki, the angle, change the angle, this is not correct, this is not correct. Later when I was in their position learning the same things, that time I realized and recalled that, oh, that was why she was telling me. So these are very beautiful things that you might miss out in the initial years, but these are very valuable. Amongst all this, the main thing I learned was patience. I am a very tomboyish girl, I'm sorry to say, but it has taught me patience, it has given me grace, and I owe it to Kathak, I owe it to Rujita Rai, straight up. I would like to share one beautiful memory of mine with the Rajahausa ballet. So that was 1 hour ballet that Rujita Rai had taken up as a project to choreograph. And it was based on the movie Black Swan, if you guys know. So it was a contemporary Kathak ballet per se, and it was a 1 hour long ballet with 13 dancers on stage at a time. Imagine 13 dancers. And it was initially, I was the youngest one at that time, and I was late. I was brought in a bit later, so I had to learn the entire 1 hour ballet along with a friend of mine. So I was scared. To be very honest, I was very scared because I had to come back in shape and I had to push my energy levels to dance 1 hour. Like imagine 1 hour non-stop without a break. So it was a challenge for me. I was afraid so much, but we had Riyas for like 4 months, and the beautiful thing about that was we literally practiced day and night. That we used to start around 10 or 11 in the morning, and we used to come home at 3 at night, 2 at night, so late at night. So at that time we all as a family came in together, and we held each other, we supported each other through the difficult times. At that time I used to cry that how will I pull this through, because it was a huge show that we were going to put up, and I was so tensed. 500 plus audience, and we had done so much of marketing. Our posters were up, everything was up. I was so tensed, but the family, the RSCA family that I had, they pulled me through, they encouraged me through, they gave me the confidence to literally pull myself amongst all this, and I did it. I learned it, I pushed my stamina, I went up, and we as a team, we did a beautiful blend together. And you know, at the day of the performance, we got a standing ovation. Nothing was so satisfying and so happy that you get a standing ovation. And the most important thing I feel is, I wanted to thank Ruchita Rai for that, because it was just beyond words, and I cannot explain what it felt at that moment. And amazing, just like speechless. Still I get goosebumps whenever I talk about that. And going ahead, as I told you, that RSC has always given me a family. It has always been my family, and dance personally has been my emotional escape, because it gives me freedom. It gives me freedom of thought, expression. Whatever I dance is so relieving me of my stress or anything for that matter. And recently, because of my masters, I have been missing out on my classes, my performances. I just go for the performances, and it feels so bad somewhere, because I feel I could have been there now, but no, because I had to take some decisions regarding giving priority to masters right now. Because of the timings and everything, I had to choose. But I am getting back on track. I am wanting to start again. I'm missing it so badly. But yeah, it's a part and parcel, and I shall be back at it with a bang. I promise, with a bang. And yes, I hope to be it soon. Also, just a very unsaid thing, that what Kathak has given me over the years is nothing but grit, determination, encouragement, mental strength, which is very important, and physical strength also. It has always taught me to push at a point where I felt that I cannot go beyond. I have always learned to push myself a little extra mile, a little extra step, that has paid me off at that every time. So today, even in any sense, whenever I feel lost, or whenever I feel that this is the end, I cannot go ahead, I take a deep breath, and I just remember Tai's words, that there is no end. You always have to keep pushing. You always have to keep struggling. So this is my biggest and the greatest learning that Kathak as an art form has given me. And on this note, I would like to conclude that whatever your hobbies are, whatever your passion is, please take it ahead. Please take it to the point where you give it very equal importance as your professional or studies, anything. Give it your 200, 300%, I would say. And struggle for it. You never know, you might find your profession in your passion or profession in your hobby. Never limit yourself to weekly 2 hours class. Never treat it as a hobby. Please take it ahead and cherish it. Just live the fullest, and you might know where it will pay you off, where it will kick it. So I hope you guys like what I talked with you or shared with you today. And I would like to conclude with a small clip from Rajahausa, the ballet that I talked about. And I'll sign off on this note. Take care and all the best.